like the Wi-Fi email, instead of me having it all over the place. And then, yeah, just send me everything there.
I'm trying to see if we'll bring Al Singleton, former Dallas Cowboy, who's on his coaching staff.
Okay,
Al Singleton went to Montclair State, played for the Buccaneers, a former Cowboy.
alright,
So I'll see if we can get him on. So.
alright, you have one call in that day, which is, you know,
Who's the call?
Delia Shepherd.
Who?
Delia Shepherd, she was booked already.
Now,
But then
back to Joe Cali.
Why is this moving?
I'm gonna say, by the way, I was trying to reach out to a few other people that were in the movie. Is there any possible way that you can email each one of them that they might still be in contact? That's what I was gonna do.
All right, Wiseguyz Show 2017 Memorial Day Special with Richard Grieco,
Get a response, but I did.
Stanley Livingston,
She's saying,
and Jerry Castaldo.
but she does,
Live starting in about 7 minutes.
so I would.
Pre-show videos will be playing. Enjoy the show tonight. And happy Memorial Day for everybody.
I know Willie DeMeo, who was just in his movie, was, you know, making
John Travolta in here.
All yours, Jose.
There's no way you can get it in here.
Wait, just to come out a little lower.
No.
Why is this moving?
Parts of it, not all of it.
Yeah, that whole movie Saturday Night Fever was based on my friend Eugene Robinson.
That should be fine, even if it moves a little bit.
You were in the movie. You were in Saturday Night Fever.
Should be all
Wait,
right.
wait, no, wait a second, I'm gonna figure this out.
I was just there.
Wait, no, hold on. How old are you?
Eugene Robinson was the original Tony Manero. He was our friend. He was producer, saw an article they wrote about this.
Yeah, well, based on an article in the newspaper.
Right, and then John Travolta portrayed my friend. And my friend got stiffed, they gave $250,000 for
You're
it.
actually on guess what you said.
He was in Saturday Night Fever.
Were you? You didn't read the book.
I didn't give it to him yet. I've done parts of it, but I mean, you know, I didn't do the whole thing. I read parts of it.
Yeah, they had only 500 five-star reviews on Amazon.
You know what?
Well, we're looking to do a Saturday Night Fever reunion in July. We're working on Joe Cali. He gave me the information for them.
So in other words, they hired like the 15 of us to play just
The
dancers.
extras.
My girlfriend there on the poster, that poster was,
Yeah.
she shot the lower left hand.
Really?
There's one thing I don't understand about that poster, okay? John Travolta never did this in the white suit, and Karen Gordy never wore a red dress.
You're right.
So what is that all about? He never did this in the dance contest.
It's a good poster though.
What?
It's a good poster.
It's a great poster, but
But that club is right down the street from where I
it was on
live.
86, right?
No, it was on 60,
I know they tore it down, but they give you all the locations and everything.
64th Street, and he did, I was
So you were 18 in Saturday Night Fever.
like 17.
Cool, though.
I read a whole chapter, it's called, that's cool.
That has to be in the middle of the book, not in the beginning.
Saturday Night
Yeah,
Fever.
see, 'cause I knew it was in the beginning, because I was like,
So,
I know it
Were
was.
you in the scene in the beginning together?
Just every time there's dancing, I'm in the back. My friends got better shots than me. They're right on the dance floor laughing.
Oh, I mean, the line dance?
Yeah, everybody's on the perimeter.
Well, yeah, after the scene in the car and everything, the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
That was,
That's gonna be one of our best shows. We have Joe
well, the
Cali.
whole chapter is about how, like,
Oh, we gotta,
I was being hunted by some of the gangs there, so I couldn't
we're
even.
definitely talking about this.
I'm confused.
Maybe you can come back in on, July 19th was the date that I gave you?
Isn't there on a 40th anniversary?
Yes, that's why we were trying to.
Yeah, that's why, that's why.
The 19th, right? The day I gave you? 19th.
Talk to Donna Pescal, she read my book.
Okay.
She was in it too.
She'd be good to have you around. She did a couple.
How do I reach out to her? How do I
She
reach?
was famous.
Okay.
Just tell her that Jerry Castaldo said, you know.
Yeah, 'cause didn't you guys?
She'd be good for a couple.
I got
of
this
things.
one.
Yeah, though,
She-
it's a little fine.
She had two things that were playing. I'm just saying, if you want your best.
Angie, she has the star that
She was
Angie.
in, she's from Brooklyn. She had to get her Brooklyn accent back to be inside
She's in
the,
the Holland series, Angie.
yeah, with
Yeah,
her.
okay, I remember that.
She was in an H show. It's not
I
very
didn't use this
popular.
one, I used the
good because the kid watching it was good about Las Vegas, and then these guys get in trouble, and she was like a waitress, and she ended up, you know, hooking up with.
Yeah, she did well.
She was legal. She was in the last episode of The Sopranos. She was in The Sopranos. She got some things in her brain.
No, she was, the series was the biggest thing, I think.
We tried to do, I got a joke.
I can shut this door.
She said, look up.
You can shut both of them.
I looked up Joe.
Huh?
You can shut both of them.
Well, no, he's still outside.
Ah.
Charlie's brother.
Boom. Boom. He called me back twice. He called me back twice. I tried to get
I
called.
turned it on.
I tried to get called.
Where did they get this book from?
Link is,
I
yeah.
got all the information.
Oh, I put it on the website.
Amazon.
Yeah, you know the best thing to do is if you went to the book on Amazon, then copy and paste it.
There's another page to go to. What the hell was it? I have it written down. All right, you guys could start coming in.
Gennaro coming?
Yeah, he just arrived a little late because he had to work on Federico's car.
We probably have Chet on July 26th, Chet Bolavecchio.
Okay.
And his son.
I saw Jerry sit here.
That's, I'm sorry, just tell me your name again.
Oh, Anthony.
Anthony, all right, yeah, sorry.
Once we get on that Saturday Night Fever subject, I ain't gonna shut up. I'm sorry.
We can't talk about any more about that tonight.
Yeah, no, because tonight's Memorial Day special.
Right.
And Jared, explain to you, you'll start the show off with us. We're gonna have food come in. You're welcome to join us with Richard Rico and Stan Livingston, but your time will be from 9:30 till we close. But we'll also talk more about you in the beginning also.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, because what I'll do is later on after the show, I'm gonna post your book with all the links.
Yeah, it's
so-
okay, it's,
But still, you know.
No, we're gonna do good. It's a great show tonight. Richard Rico's a home run.
yeah, really.
And Stanley Livingston, I mean, he's another.
Sometimes I get in my car, I drive down Canal Street, okay, go over to Manhattan Bridge, just to circle around Brooklyn Bridge and come back.
Call the Chicken
Good
Man.
story about Canal Street there, too.
Right.
I was in a movie called Chud, I was on acid, and I was dressed as a cop.
Like the Manhattan Bridge, like, when you think of the movie Once Upon a Time in America, that just like, that bridge just hits you.
If Mike comes, jump to that seat and give him my.
Why don't you jump to the seat now?
No. Stay. Steve, I'll let Pete come here now. Chicken Man, over here, next to me, buddy.
Now over there?
All right, theme song just started.
We're back to
Live
that
in studio. Tune in and to YouTube, Wiseguyz Live. Right here's YouTube
Right?
Live, Facebook Live starting
Now
up,
Facebook Live. You're on.
Is that the camera on?
Yes.
and then we're on DDB Radio. No, that's not on tonight.
It's not on tonight?
That's not on tonight. Good.
Don't start. Your ass is mine on the 21st, I know that.
What's this 21st bullshit?
Huh?
What's this 21st bullshit?
Freddie and I won't be here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about that.
Yeah, you're gonna talk to him about that, I'm in charge.
I don't know where they found
Two
this
held
guy.
it?
What's
Two
that?
held?
I don't know where they found this guy. They found him in the
I know where they
dumpster
found
somewhere.
you.
Where? In the farm.
In the zoo. Two Hailden policemen out that door, two Patterson policemen out the front door.
Why are you so miserable?
I'm not miserable, I'm being silly. Part of our act, we keep going. Part of our act when we do this.
Okay.
Remember, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby Hughes.
Yes, boss.
Oh, and our photographer. This is our photographer, AD
I gotta
photography.
talk to you about photography.
Son of a bitch, I know something about it.
And we slide over all the time. You didn't bring Federico with you, did you?
Oh, actually,
Did you fix his car?
yeah, I took care of the truck, man.
It's Federico Castellucci's
Jerry,
mechanic.
Jerry Mike.
Jerry, how you doing, sir?
Jerry Castaldo.
Jerry
Jumping
Castaldo.
Gennaro.
Oh, hi,
Ready.
Source. Yes, yes. No, I'm Anthony Source.
It's all right.
You're Freddie Tino, I'm Anthony.
Freddie.
All right, welcome back to another Wise Guy Wednesday, everybody. Not only a Wise Guy Wednesday, a Memorial Day special Wise Guy Wednesday. And in studio tonight, we got the Chicken Man from Alcatraz. Chicken Man's here, just stepping in just in time. Is Jumping Gennaro's in the house
Well,
tonight.
everybody, we're gonna have a wonderful night tonight. Get ready.
Oh,
Got a
good
great
stuff.
show for you.
Sitting across from me is the source of all sources. Anton, the source, is in the house tonight. All right. I am Freddie the Fireman, your host tonight, and tonight I want to introduce our in-studio guest real quick before we get started. He sings, he dances, he makes you laugh, he dazzles on his guitar, and he's a good friend of our late, great friend, Ronnie Giles. We want to welcome Jerry Castaldo in the house tonight. Jerry, welcome to the Wiseguyz Show.
Freddie, can you speak up a little bit?
Can't hear me?
No.
He's kidding. He's kidding, man.
Ert's calling Jerry.
Gotta be loud here, loud.
Yeah, my ear set
You can hear me?
got set
Yeah, I
back,
can.
set the clock back an hour.
No más in.
Today's our Brooklyn show.
Our Brooklyn show?
Our Brooklyn.
Right, who's from Brooklyn? That's one person. How's it the whole show from Brooklyn?
Right.
We're dedicating the show to our in-house guest. Speaking of,
Okay, you want to make it a Brooklyn show?
it's a Brooklyn
What about
show.
Memorial Day?
It's Brooklyn at Memorial Day,
Wait, can
Brooklyn
you,
style.
can you stop it a minute? I'm getting a
You're so
bad
miserable.
flashback. Are we in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, or is this in New Jersey?
You see, Jerry got it. This is like hanging on the corner, Jerry.
Well,
That's what it's
listen,
about.
first of all, if we were going to go really to that level, we got to say Brooklyn. What Brooklyn? Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn Bridge.
on New Jersey.
I go to the Brooklyn.
Bleach in Italian.
Chicken man, jump off of the Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn. No Brooklyn, but Brooklyn.
Also, we want to mention our A&D photographer, Anthony Scow's in the house tonight. Also, check out his Royal Blue photo booth. Great for any event.
that guy.
Well, Jerry, welcome to the Wiseguyz Show. How
Thank
you feeling?
Very good. I'm a little surprised. You guys do sound like you're from my neighborhood.
We
You
are.
sure?
A lot of us are from Newark,
I'm not
Belleville
from
area.
your
Same
neighborhood.
thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. Italian.
I'm
Italian.
not
Patterson,
Italian.
right?
I'm not Italian. Io sono siciliano.
Oh,
bastardo.
easy.
Oh, so it's
Easy.
Siciliano, not Italiano.
Easy.
Huh.
Same. Okay,
No,
never
it's
mind.
not.
Let's proceed. Proceed.
That's all of the discussion.
This is really our Memorial Day countdown.
Napoli, Napoli,
Napoli,
Napoli.
Napoli.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Are you Siciliano or Napolitan?
I'm a little of both, actually.
All
Bravo,
That's better.
bravo.
No, you can't argue with none of us in here then. You can't argue with nobody if you both. It's either one or the other.
Right.
What are you?
He's just not
I'm not.
Italian.
I'm from Newark. I'm a Nicky.
So he's a Nicky Norker. He's a Norker.
He's a wannabe.
Well, let me tell you something. First, real quick, we want to thank last week's show, Frank Fleming, Billy Staples, and Hall of Famer Ferguson Jenkins for calling in last week. They were great.
Sorry, I missed you guys last week.
I have a question. Did you rebook Ray Burns?
That's what I mean.
Did I
Finally
what?
came back to
Rebook
order.
Ray
We're
Burns.
gonna do a baseball show, and I'm bringing Mo Vaughn in here, just so you know.
In here?
Yes, he's
In the studio?
Coming in the studio.
In Helden, New Jersey.
Mo Vaughn will be coming into studio,
This studio?
probably September.
This studio.
Shave
Yes,
the beard.
yes. Mo
Shave the
Vaughn.
beard.
What
Is it one of your idols?
This studio here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna be promoting a
You're
baseball.
Easy,
now?
take it easy, take it
Yeah,
easy.
you're
Yeah, we got a
marking
lot of
out.
good stuff happening. I'm telling you, good stuff. Good
In this
stuff.
studio.
I'm gonna bring the
Yes,
chickens
yes.
in.
You can.
We're gonna have
Hey,
live chickens.
we'll be
Take
there.
Take
it easy, I'm slamming on the
Wait a
barbecue.
minute,
This
no,
is a
my
beautiful
God.
What
book.
Or should I bring the
It's
guys?
football season, you know.
Should I bring in the ducks or the
It's not
chickens?
football season till after.
Antonio.
You know, my father
Yes.
was a dock
Let's
worker
talk about
down
his
the
little-
Brooklyn
right off
Piers,
the
and
bat.
it sounds like we're back on the docks with my dad. It's like in the middle of a card game.
Just so you know, this is Jerry Castaldo's book. We'll talk more about it later, but you can go look for it online. Brooklyn, New York, a grim retrospective by Jerry Castaldo. That's it. Editor Chip. I can't even say.
Chip DeFar, big
And don't make a
New York
mistake.
Post for 20 years
Yes.
and several books of his own out.
Let me tell you something, Jerry. I saw some good stuff about you. You know, just not none of these guys really do much research because he's working all day.
Yeah.
He's in the chicken market all day.
All day long.
All day long. They don't got time to smoke as well. He's got time to smoke cigarette
Right.
once.
Hey, you
And
got time to eat.
he's a businessman. He works for what's it?
Where'd
We
you
don't need to
find
get
this
into that.
guy? Can we get rid of him?
No, but listen, seriously.
Ron Jeremy Productions.
All kidding aside here,
Head
Jerry
shot.
Castaldo got praises from both the New York Post and the New York Times. New York Times said he brings talent and energy to his work, and the New York Post mentioned that he was one of the best all-around entertainers in New York City. And coming from the newspapers
Thank you. The reviews are 25 years old, but I'll take
So
it.
what? So what? But you're busier now than you were 25 years ago.
Yeah, I do about 300 shows a year.
That's incredible.
And it's 365 a
So
year.
65 days you get the rest.
Well, some of them are 2 and
How do you
3 a
do it?
day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow 2, Friday 2. Today I did the Emerald Society
Wow.
of New Jersey.
Of New Jersey. See, they're
There's a
part
lot
of
of
the fire
Irish,
department.
a lot of Irish in the
Yeah.
fire department.
Listen, the Emerald Society was a big part of the Newark Fire Department because they always did the parades, and
Right,
I knew
right.
a lot of Newark firemen that were part of that.
Right, and they come up to you. Go up to the Villa Roma once in a while.
Once in a blue moon, but back then, not in recent.
Because I've performed at the Villa Roma about 9 times in the last
Do
year.
you know a lot of the Emerald Society guys?
Well, there's different groups. This one was Monroe Township.
Oh, okay,
There's
all right.
different chapters.
Yes, that is, absolutely.
Denise says hello to everybody.
Hey, Denise.
Hey, D.
Hey,
Denise,
how you
one of our
doing?
biggest supporters.
Get that
Denise.
barbecue
And
going.
What about John? Where's John?
Johnny, where's my buddy Johnny? Giovanni, come stai?
But
What about Sorrentino? Where's she? She watching?
what is that?
My phone, I'm sorry.
Are you kidding? What the heck kind of a song is that?
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Atso!
Atso! All right.
Can we shut it off now? Little
That-
John?
Listen, for everybody listening, though, ddvradio.com airs the Wiseguyz Show on TuneIn and on ddvradio.com. You can also hear us on Armed Forces Radio Network, Village Connection Radio Network, City World Radio Network, Facebook Live, Wiseguyz Live on YouTube Live, and closed captions for the hearing impaired on YouTube also, so you know. So if anybody is deaf, they can also read what we're saying, and that's why we got to watch what we're saying.
Who would want to read?
Well, and also go to wiseguyzshow.com. Check us out. Wiseguyz Show on Twitter at Wiseguyz Live. Wiseguyz Show on Instagram. And don't forget to visit and join our Wiseguyz Facebook group page. 26,000 plus members for all our events, members events, and sponsors. Though I'm telling you, it's like our newspaper. It's like our newspaper.
Now.
All right.
What the hell is that?
All right, guys, I think I gotta go. I'm sorry.
You still here? You still
I
here?
tell you one
No,
thing,
no.
you're not doing that on June 21st. You're not doing that on June 21st.
What that? Oh, June
You're
21st.
so miserable.
Okay, now June 21st, that is Karen King's premiere at the Cutting Room. And we were invited to see
London.
Cha-Cha's family. So you guys got to do the show while we go live from the Cutting Room.
Tell everybody right now who the host is going to be that
It's going
night.
to be a coin toss between you and Jerry the plumber because he said he wants to do
There
it.
you go, boo boo.
No, that's not fair.
Listen,
No,
you
you
and
promised. No, you.
We wanted to give him a chance to host the show because he's dying to do it, but
You're so miserable.
we'll
Look,
see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
listen,
They will make you be the
Make
host
sure you shake.
on July 19th for our special event on July 19th.
Well,
Okay?
What's July 19th?
Saturday Night Fever, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We're gonna
I
do the
wanna-
host. We'll let you do the host. I'll
You
sit
can
in your chair.
dance.
You can do the host.
You
I
can
wanted to be.
dance.
I wanted to be the host.
But
But
you
you're
got to
not.
get people from Saturday Night Live.
I wanted to
I
be
mean,
the.
Saturday Night Fever.
All right.
I wanted to be the host when
Get
you're
back
not
to today's
here.
date.
Okay. Well, why can't you be the host when I'm here?
Because you'll chime in and take over.
No, I won't. No, I won't. If you do it, I'll stay out of it. I did it before.
Well, no trouble.
All right, let's get back to
I-
Eric Costello.
You promised me June
Thank you.
21st.
No, let's get back to Jerry over
You
here.
can
you
talk.
promise
You can talk about that spring break.
Yeah, we got
We're going to talk about.
Okay, Jerry, you're on the floor.
Jerry
Well,
Costello.
I heard that you had Richard Grieco on tonight, and I was a big fan when he was on 21 Jump Street. I had a poster of him in my bedroom.
Oh, nice.
Poster in your
Did you
bedroom.
really?
Yeah, really.
So, so
Everybody here
You
was
remember
big,
his show?
big
He
fan
had
of
his
the
own
show.
TV show, Booker.
Oh, that's right.
That was the spin-off from 21 Jump Street.
Right, he was in Mobsters.
Mobsters played a great Bugsy Siegel in Mobsters.
Right,
I thought,
right.
anyway. Most
Right.
people have mixed views on
Yeah,
that.
he's done it.
And what about Stanley Livingston, Chip from
My
My
Three Sons.
Three
Yeah.
Sons? So he's not here either. I don't get to meet him.
No, they're all call-ins, but you could
Yes.
join us with the interview if you want.
You mean I could have called in?
You could have called in, sure.
Oh, what do you
Come
say? You
on.
want to be here?
Jose,
We
Jose,
got
listen,
jokes
it looks
today,
like
huh?
he's hungry.
No.
One Sicilian,
I
two
didn't give
regular.
Jerry an option. I said he had to come in.
One Sicilian, two regular.
I'm just kidding.
A Sprite and a Pepsi, and let me know what it is. And
Jer-
No,
Jerry,
let me tell
snapping.
you why I wanted to come in. My good friend for
Say
the
for the
last
call-ins.
6 years, Ronnie Giles.
yes, that's what I'm.
Love this guy. He
me
told
agree
me
with
about a year ago that he was here twice, I think.
He loved it.
He said, Jerry, the Wiseguyz show, a lot of fun. You should do it.
Yeah.
And as you know, we lost Ronnie
Oh, man.
December 21st. And
We all-
I want to thank you and Annette for coming to the memorial
Oh yeah,
that
I couldn't miss it.
his girlfriend Caroline and I put together for him, and he's greatly missed. I mean, this guy, we were in the middle of, I was producing his videos and we were working on a CD, and it's been, 5 months, and I just really
We
missed
got-
that.
Jerry, I just want
We
you.
got the pleasure of actually seeing some of his last performances right across the street.
Oh, you met him? Yeah, Ronnie.
Oh,
we
yeah,
had the
we were
fundraiser.
all-
Was he a character or was he a character?
Unbelievable.
You never meet a guy
So,
like that.
so here's something that's really important besides the fact that you mentioned him, telling you about our show. He was also, a veteran, right?
Yes, he
Military.
was.
You're also a veteran.
I'm an Army veteran, and we had that connection, but you know, just as a person, you know, he was,
Exactly.
you know, he was just like one of a kind, as you know.
Nothing like,
He
I
was-
don't think I
he was-
ever met anything like Ronnie Jobs, and I worked with a lot of, you know,
Yeah,
firemen.
and he was
stuff.
really evolving. If you watch some of his YouTube videos that we started about 3 years ago, he really got better and better and better. And his live shows were always good because of his personality and
Well, this
off the
right,
cuff
right
stuff.
here on the knees, the fun, tell about the fundraiser
Oh,
that we did, that was
I booked
fantastic.
them, remember I
We
booked
did
them?
the
on
feed
my
booked
show.
show?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
also had,
Yeah.
tell them who else was there that night. We had,
Federico was there.
Federico was there?
No,
That was the one you
mhm.
missed, right?
No, I'm talking about when we did the fundraiser for the kids.
Oh, the autism.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, he came out.
And what, was Caroline there, his girlfriend that he was with for
I
a
don't
year?
remember. I don't remember.
Well, she's listening tonight.
Oh,
so
Caroline.
Caroline?
Hello,
I had
from all of
Uncle
us at the
Floyd
Wiseguyz
there that
show.
night.
Yeah, I finished my show this afternoon and I stopped by to see her. And I talked, so she's listening. So hello, Caroline.
Hello,
And,
Caroline.
How are you?
and they love Ronnie, as you can
Oh,
hear.
we miss Ronnie.
Ronnie was
Ronnie
also-
was like, just let me. You could every time you would talk to Ronnie, you could just come up with a story. What happened was Ronnie did all events, especially for charity and stuff like that. And we have a friend of our show. He's a headliner comedian named Jeff Norris.
Sure,
He
no,
does.
I know
yeah.
he does the Villa Roma.
Wait to hear this. You're gonna love this. And so he was doing an event for Canine Warriors.
I remember that.
Okay. And what happened was I tagged Ronnie. I was going to promote Jeff Norris's poster, so I tagged Ronnie to the poster. Ronnie writes me back, "Thank you, Freddie. Thank you so much for making me a part of it." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then I get a text message from Jeff. Who's this guy, Ronnie Giles?
He booked himself into the
He
show.
booked himself into the show. I don't know if I have room for him. I said, "Listen, Jeff. Listen. If he shows up, it is what it is. You don't have to. You know, if you don't have room for him, don't worry about it. Trust me. Don't worry about it. If he shows up, you'll love him. He's an army. He's a veteran, Vietnam vet. He got an unbelievable story. He'll show up. You'll love him. If you got room for him, you give it to him. If not, don't worry about it. Just having him be there."
Real quick, about a year ago, I said, "Hey, Ronnie, do you want to come do a show with me upstate?" So he said, "Sure." So I didn't tell him that it was an all Korean audience that didn't speak English.
Yeah.
And they loved him.
Oh yeah.
course
he's-
they love him.
Listen,
Well, he
we
did
brought him
the
to
feast.
the
The
feast.
energy he brought out.
Did you see the video of him we did at the feast?
He had a uniform on.
Yeah.
That's
He
great.
had his uniform
That's
on,
great.
right. It was 9/11 that day. That's
Right.
why I said, Ron, if you want, it's up to you. And the band, what was the band? Tarlo, that band that played at Lucy's. They're a popular band. I just can't think of their name right now, but he played before them, and they couldn't believe the way he performed. I mean, he actually he did sound like Sinatra at some parts of it. You know, when he would sing certain songs, you would think of Sinatra. Like,
Yeah, it
that
was
unreal.
really his stage presence though, and his off the cuff stuff. And even though some of his jokes were real corny, they just always hit home. You knew it was coming from a good place.
They were old-fashioned jokes I hear all day long at the Time Cafe. Trust me, they're
And
funny.
my family loved him. My father, my mother, we'd have him out to Staten Island all the time.
Well, this is another point that I'll make. So, yeah, we all miss him very dearly. So, the military network is connected to the Wiseguyz show.
I saw that, the Armed Forces Network.
So this is totally.
I was
this is
stationed in Germany and I
this-
used to listen to
Yeah,
them.
it's a totally nostalgic day-to-day.
Il Tempo is the name of the band. Sorry.
El Tempo?
Yes.
El Tempo.
That's right, I saw it in the Post, now I remember.
Somebody just wrote it. That's why.
So before we end the night, what if we do a dedication to him and a Wiseguyz show and everybody here in for Memorial Day weekend, maybe hit a little something as a
What do
closing.
you mean, tell a bunch of Youngman jokes?
No, just
It's like
sing
Rico,
a
tell
couple,
him 8:30.
sing a couple tunes.
Just
and
answering
that's
you.
all.
Yeah, we already talked about that. I got
It's probably
33
the
shows
Golden
this
Wheel.
month
Type
and
one
2
thing.
tomorrow.
For you guys.
33 this month. So,
Yeah, no, I'm
Go
saying
ahead,
you're gonna have
go
to.
ahead.
hit a couple-
We got a
couple
phone call.
verses
We
or
want to know who it is. If it's Richard Grieco, we got to go right with the interview.
sure.
Hello, who do we have on the phone?
He hung up.
Hung up? Okay. All right, well, because we were getting a phone call. He's supposed to call in at 8:30. So he might have tried to be calling in a little early just to get a head start on it, but
Can I ask you a question?
what?
Why do we have the format of him calling in? Why is it like
He
we'll
doesn't
call
give
you-
his number out to nobody. Some stars just don't want to do that, you know, to get the number out.
Oh, but I
People
didn't
like
see
you
that.
get their phone number, you call them in the middle of the night, they want to
Right.
talk to them about Booker.
Cause you're such a mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few people that we had that issue with, We'll try it again. She's calling in again?
Are you a
Go ahead,
singer?
Let's see what it
Yes,
is.
I am.
All right, hold on. We got the call coming.
Hello, who do we have on the phone? Oh! Who? Jerry the plumber!
Hey, Jerry, ¿cómo estás?
This
Jerry.
is another one of the wise guys who couldn't make it tonight. Jerry, what's up?
Tú se na Bhutan now.
Let me ask you
I
something,
can't hear
Jerry.
him.
Jerry, you
raising.
want to be here tonight to meet another great Jerry. Is that it? Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now? We got another Jerry in the house. Jerry Castaldo, performer, entertainer, everything. Want to say hello?
Are you Jerry the plumber?
He plums.
But are you the Jerry the plumber that I?
Would you give
Am
him
I
a
muted?
chance? Yeah, right. Can you
Can you
give
hear?
him a
Can you
chance?
wait? Yeah, Jerry.
Are you the Jerry the plumber? Jerry. Are you the Jerry the plumber that I've heard so much about? Really? I can't believe it. And where are you based out of?
Nothing.
Nutley. All right.
Hey, is Rosina with you?
Oh, you had to go and call her. We want to talk to Jerry right now.
No. Put Jerry back on. Put Jerry. That's all right, Jerry. We're gonna see you next week, I hope.
Wait a minute. Now that you got it. Wait a minute. Hey, Jerry. Now that you. Ashpet to Jerry. Breathe. Listen. Now that you had Rosina say something, you might as well let her finish. You cut her off too soon because now Jerry's curious to wonder who Rosina is. Huh?
He just said, "I'll see you guys." He wants to know about Rosina. He wants her to say
Let
goodbye.
Rosina say hello to Jerry. You know, he's the guest of the show tonight. Tell her, just say a quick hello to Rosina. You know Rosina loves Italian stars.
Yeah.
All right. Rosina, this is Jumpin' Gennaro. We have Jerry. How you doing? Wait a minute.
Don't forget the chicken, man.
And the chicken man is here tonight. We got the sauce in the house. Freddie the fireman, Annette. Yeah, I want to just tell you, Jerry Castaldo, the wonderful entertainer, is here with us tonight. Yeah, Jerry Castaldo.
Pizzas at 4150.
Thank you, Rosina. I think I heard of you too. Did you ever do Atlantic City? A little boom boom. Hey.
Wait a minute, Rosina, we're live.
I did
over
more
here.
in Atlantic City.
Não faz custa mal.
Is this Howie Mandel?
Rosina, my
She did a lot
goodness,
more than Atlantic City,
she's
let
so
me tell you.
forward lately, Rosina. She's got to be. Oh my God.
All right, Rosina, tell Jerry we'll see him next week. And if you got to do anything, call later if you want. But right now we got to go. And God bless you. And Jerry, hope to see you soon. He's gone. All right, he hung up. He flushed himself down the toilet. We got 5
Now
minutes
he got
left.
embarrassed. Rosina all of a sudden is talking boom.
He flushed himself down the toilet.
Listen, real quick, I got to run a
Always do that.
sponsor for us. Sean Starry from Home Security Consultant sponsored us again. Let's give Sean Starry. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you.
He sponsored our show again. The check is in there, and our money's rising, and so we can do some events later in the year. But
Put a little.
if you're worried about your home and you want to secure it, call Home Security Consultant LLC. Call them at 815-238-3005. His name is Sean Starry. What he'll do is he's a consultant and he owns the company. He'll talk to you. He'll sit down with you and go over everything that it is that you're worried about to make your house more secure with all the security gadgets, cameras, everything you need. If you're curious on how to do it, call Sean Starry at 815-238-3005 and he will go over everything with you and you will have a home safe home with cameras and
Home safe
home, everything.
A home safe home.
There's no place like home.
I never
Listen,
had
you
a
could also go to homesecurityconsultantllc.com and find out more about it.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What's a home safe? I never had a
It's a
home
home
safe.
that's safe and it's a home.
How
You
can
know,
you just
like,
say a safe
That's
home?
what it is. No, home safe
That
home.
guy
Home
is so
safe home?
You
miserable.
ever hear of home sweet home?
Why are you so
Yes,
A
home sweet
home
home.
safe home.
You're
Same
so
thing.
negative. Shut up.
I'm not negative. I just asked him a question.
And by the
Oh, give me
way,
that thing. That's my my iPad thing. You're
Got
gonna
the
break it.
handle.
You know, you're gonna break it though.
Freddie, by the way, we also want to send our condolences to Sean because his brother did pass away today.
Oh,
so
no,
we're very,
man.
very sorry.
Very, very sorry about that, Sean. I didn't know. She Annette just let us know. Very sorry, and we apologize. And all our condolences go out to the entire family. And wow, that's something. I want to go home now. I do. I want to go home now. You guys, we were just talking, and his brother died.
That's terrible.
What a shame, man. Man, that's hard. I can't even tell you what I would feel if a brother had a baseball. It's Memorial Day, and that's what this show's about, though. It's about remembering Lonnie Giles and people that were closest to us, veterans, even firemen who lost their lives in the line of duty, policemen, all people that were closest to us and that were good and fought for our country, and especially that. You see that video I put up on our page today? It had the
I
people
did.
on the beach.
I did.
I mean, that's
It's not National Beach Day and it's not National Barbecue Weekend.
There he goes
We have to
again,
get that
being
straight.
negative.
You're
No,
so
no.
negative.
Do you
know
remember
what?
the Memorial Day story I told at Ronnie's Memorial?
I just told you.
Do you remember
Oh.
that? We had last Memorial Day. I just want to tell the story
Yeah,
again
sure,
because it
go
was
ahead.
just so funny. I guess it was like the end of May, and Fleet Week was occurring in Manhattan, and Ronnie wanted to do an outdoor show right there near the Intrepid. So he asked me to bring the video camera, and we would. You remember the story?
I remember the
So-
story at the. You said this at
Right,
the.
because it was just. It was
yeah,
just.
no, share this with us.
It was
I
so
know.
amusing to me that, we went to Home Depot, got a couple of orange cones, and we were able to park our vehicles right in front of the Intrepid, which is a little bit disappointing, thinking that the security should be a little tighter. But anyway, we parked there. He started his show, and he didn't introduce himself. He just started singing, joking, got thousands of people walking by. So at one point, I wanted him to say his name out loud. So I yelled from the back. I said, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Ronnie Giles. Who the F are you?" And it was just so funny. And it was nice to have that clip, that audio clip at the memorial, because the woman that runs the funeral parlor said to me, "This was quite a memorial. I've never seen, music, celebration, but it was really a touching moment, and I can't believe it's a year since we did that in Manhattan."
Yeah, well, that's what this show's about. It's not only for the guests and all that stuff. It is for Memorial Day. It's a Memorial Day kickoff. But we're going to go to break, and I just want you to remind you, you're listening to the Wiseguyz Show on ddvradio.com, DDV Radio on TuneIn, Village Connection Radio, City World Radio, and Armed Forces Radio Network. This is our Memorial Day special.
Pretty good, guys. That was good.
Located in Fairlawn, New Jersey, featuring one-on-one
Negative. It's not National Barbecue Weekend, am I right?
Yeah, Jack, join us with the whole interviews.
It's easy to set up.
We're trying.
He wants to get me to sing. I already told him. Probably not going to sing.
Mike will.
Mike, this is
Yeah, he doesn't need somebody to help him.
I closed at 3 o'clock today.
He sings 300 shows a year.
Therapy today.
Well, plus it's never going to go out
Searching
right.
for a doctor who truly cares about your health and well-being. Contact Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness. Dr. Alex specializes in treating law enforcement professionals and their families, and features special hours to accommodate different work shifts. All necessary testing can be performed in their friendly and comfortable environment. Contact Tri-State Health and Wellness, located in Fairlawn, New Jersey. Call 201-791-7771.
Michael Alonso, I opened it to him.
If you are looking for a certified used for an interview, look no further. Visit Wings Ford, New Jersey's law enforcement Ford dealer, featuring the largest inventory of Tri-State areas. Ford has been proudly serving the community for over 50 years. Conveniently located 1/4 mile from the World Meadowbrook Mall on Route 46 in Wayne, New Jersey. Contact Wayne Ford today. Toll free 888-349-6857. That's 888-349-6857. Kale Orthopedic Center, featuring high-performance care for bodies in motion. Kale Orthopedic is proud to provide comprehensive orthopedic care for New Jersey's finest. Every day you put your body at risk, and Kale Orthopedic is here to help you. Contact Kale Orthopedic at 201-447-3880. That's 201-447-3880. Kale Orthopedic, high-performance care for bodies in motion. If you're tired of sleeping alone each night, contact Dr. Doblin at Home Sleep Solutions. Dr. Doblin is New Jersey's law enforcement professional's preferred sleep apnea doctor. With the use of a custom-fitted oral device, you can now look forward to a restful night's sleep. Contact Dr. Doblin at your two convenient locations in Fairlawn and Trenton, New Jersey. Call 201.
Pay attention to this phone. This is the big one. We gotta get him the mouse.
Literally watching. City Health Pharmacy, located at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey. Come and experience what thousands of your neighbors choose City Health Pharmacy each and every month. City Health Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the men and women of New Jersey law enforcement, their families and friends. City Health Pharmacy
People left me
at
blankets.
23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey. Call 862-772-0542.
He has.
He has music, he has an art thing, you can ask him about his art.
Wait.
Because there's no middleman.
His website, richardfreakoofficial.com.
Call police, EMTs,
Rico Art. Okay, that's all. Post that on.
proper ID. Contact John Stetz today at
Or a song.
Westland Auto Group, 732-228-1338. John Stetz at Lester Glenn Auto Group, a proud sponsor of Blue World Uncensored and NJ Blue Now. If you're looking for the widest variety of programming, diverse, uncensored, opinionated, you found it. DDBRadio.com is the place to be, with programs such as Uncle Floyd Radio, The Wiseguyz Show, Curtain Call, and Blue World Uncensored. DDBRadio.com, the preferred radio network of NJ Blue Now.
They're not gonna book me there because they wouldn't be able to fill the house.
All right, we're going on.
Hi guys.
Let's go.
Come on, Anthony.
Don't worry about the chicken man.
Yep,
The
back
phone's
on.
ringing, so he's probably calling it right now. He's probably on right now.
No,
It's not him?
he stopped dialing like halfway through.
Stop dialing?
Like he hung up.
Yeah.
He'll probably call back. What's that? That light, that red light, that don't mean somebody's calling?
No.
Oh, so that's what I thought. It's all right.
Good,
We'll
good,
keep
good,
going
good,
until
good,
he
good
comes on.
balls.
All right. We're gonna keep going until he comes on, so we'll try to get some more stuff out, and there is some special announcements I want to make. If I get to them, I get to them. All right, we're back here on the Wiseguyz Show with our in-studio guest, Jerry Castaldo. All right, we're waiting for Richard Grieco to call in, on the phone right now, there he is. He's a former model, actor, and artist. He's a singer and he's a recording artist. He is a heartthrob of television and film. We want to welcome our new friend of the Wiseguyz Show, Richard Grieco, everybody.
Bravo. Welcome. This is Jumpin' Gennaro.
Hey there, Rich. All right, how are you? Happy Memorial Day. We're preparing this our Memorial Day kickoff show, just so you know.
And Rich, this is Jumpin' Gennaro. I just want to make sure. Can you hear us clearly? Awesome.
Okay, cool.
How about
Well,
hear that?
we want to thank you so much for calling in, and we really appreciate it. A lot of people who are very interested in listening to you. We promoted your CD as much as we could, and we'd like to talk about that. Tell us more. How's the singing going?
I did in the late 90s when I toured you up with it back then. Being an actor, it wasn't like something you did where you released an album. It's a max. It's a kind of sound that way. over there and, went on tour over there and, gonna release another album here in the next, about a year or so.
Nice. Now you're gonna let us know though. We're gonna promote it for you. We want to keep promoting stuff for you.
I have to send it to you.
That's good.
All right. Also, before we get into what you did, what you did in your early career, we want to talk more. Now we found out more that you were an artist. That's another issue I'd like to talk to you about.
Well, a painter.
Painter.
Painter, yeah.
Painter.
It's all the way around.
There you go.
Yeah, I started dating probably, it was at 13, kind of got serious about it in 87, 88. Then, I did a movie with Dennis Hopper in 98, and he was like, you know, man, I love Dennis, he goes, you're stupid, man. I'm like, you gotta show your stuff to the world, man. It's not about you, it's about them. It's not about your emotion, it's about their emotion. And so I made it public in 2009. I thought I'd strike emotional.
Absolutely.
And I coined that phrase because that's basically what they were doing back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. You know, Pollock, and de Kooning, Kandinsky, I mean, all the French expressionists and abstract artists. I think they were doing abstract emotionally, but they kind of put them in a box. It's just abstract expressionism, because expressionism was the coined phrase during the course of time. So, with that said, yeah, it's been great, and I've sold pieces all over the world, and it's a wonderful experience for me, because the one-on-one thing with a person who's emotionally attached to a piece and finds things in it and that help their lives. And I always say that I'm a conduit for all emotions in a lot of ways, and I want to open myself up to that.
I did see some of the paintings. They did look unbelievable.
This is Jumpin' Gennaro.
It's really a process.
Yeah, this is Jumpin' Gennaro, Rich Grieco. I have a question. So, you know, obviously, when you're an artist, you have to be active some way, somehow, somewhere. And how was it? Music first, and then was it modeling first? I mean, what actually started your journey? Where did your journey begin?
Well, it's funny, because I always, I think I was a big football player in high school, hockey player, lacrosse player, football, American hockey player, football.
Wow, you were really
You were all state. You were
well-rounded. Wow.
all state in all three sports.
Yeah.
So you're just an achiever.
25 in high school, and I got moved up in grade. Well, 225 when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
Unbelievable.
and then ended up going to college in Connecticut for a year. And played football actually a year and a half, but 2 years of football there. And then a friend of mine sent my picture in to the contest to elite models, and I think like there was some kind of lesson guy in college or whatever, or something like that. So he said, "You want to come to New York?" And I said, "Yeah, I ate my football coach, so yeah, get me out of here." So I went to New York and modeled for 4 months. Didn't like it, and I started doing theater. And I found.
You got the bug. You got the bug.
Well, you modeled. I mean, you didn't like it, but you modeled for Armani, Calvin Klein, and Chanel.
Oh yeah, I modeled with a lot of big people, shallow, big drivers, all that stuff.
Where if you don't mind me asking?
Clinton was, for me, it was boring. As a kid, good modeling, I think it's more advantageous for a woman, just because it's a lot more fun for them. You get to do more things and that. Guys, you kind of like a backdrop. So, I got into acting and found that I felt more comfortable on stage in front of people, that I can actually be myself, which is kind of a weird oxymoron. And in front of people on stage, then I could off stage. And I felt more comfortable on stage. I go, oh, this must be something. That's where I started in theater in New York.
Where if you don't mind me asking, where did you start? Where was your journey start in theater?
I actually started with the Warren Robertson Theater Workshop. and Alex Spivak, Phil Adler,
Wow.
Gerald Gustin.
You got leads as you went along, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
You just mentioned some.
Oh, actually, my first mission was Franco Zamorelli. He kept grabbing my nose.
Now, are you of Italian descent? Are you
Irish and Italian.
Irish and Italian?
Yeah, Irish and Italian. My dad's Italian, my mom was Irish.
Oh, great combination. So you're a Catholic.
You got to be Catholic. If you're not Catholic,
wait
something
a-
ain't right.
Wait a minute, well, you know.
No, but Rich, I wanted to definitely ask you something, or actually mention something to you. We have a good friend of Jumpin' Gennaro here on the Wiseguyz Show and of the Wiseguyz Show. His name is Federico Castelluccio from The Sopranos. He played Furio. Do you recognize him? Well, he was Furio. He was Tony Soprano's hitman in the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I worked with Vincent Pastore. We're doing a show called The Fifth World in Staten Island. I worked with Vinny.
Yeah, Federico.
Yeah, well, Federico was Tony Soprano's hitman in The Sopranos. Well, he's also a world-renowned artist, painter, and we were trying to see if we can maybe get you guys together because you both travel around, and I know I said something about you. Did you have an art gallery?
What? No, I think here's the thing with galleries. I mean, I've done a lot of one-man shows here in the States and also in Europe. I don't like to see my stuff in a gallery for a long period of time because I feel kind of see the concept and kind of bring the emotion out of painting. That's one of the reasons I don't do print. Like if you wanted to buy a painting, you would be the only one to have it.
Okay.
If you do a print, that would be the purpose of someone spending that type of money and spending that type of money on an emotion that appeals to them than mass marketing it and making 30, 40, 50 prints.
So basically, you.
My stuff would be hard to print up anyway because it's so textured.
Right.
But it's also you must be very very connected to your work, and obviously very special. Those pieces are very personal to you.
It's an interesting process and an emotionally draining process. But the end result is always something that something that gives any feel like an acting or even hear it. Especially with some live food, and you hear them on the phone. And just hear the joy or
You travel a lot from California to New York. Am I right?
oh yeah.
You have family in New York and you live in L.A. or California. I don't know if you live in L.A. Where?
I'm in LA. I still have family in New York. It's funny because all the stuff I'm doing now is New York based. Like Clinton Road, we're doing a thing about Clinton Road, about that road in New Jersey, the Serious Road.
Yes,
But it
and that
really
we're going to be going to real soon.
I just drove on it last week.
Yeah.
It's nothing's there. Nothing's there.
Well, you don't believe in nothing anyway. Don't worry.
But I'm
about it.
just telling you, they redid it. With that video that went viral, I was on that road before that video went viral. And then I was just on that road. It changed. When I was a kid, I
Tell
have
them
experience.
who's talking right now. So.
That's the chicken man from Alcatraz, Rich.
I went through some stuff through that road when I was a child.
Yeah.
But it's not what it is today.
Well, what's the story? What are you doing on it now? Are you doing like a little video or?
I mean, to put it in a nutshell, it's a film crew that's building at Clinton Road. And through, as the story progresses through the film, different people of the film crew start missing.
Wow.
And become missing. And
Well, there is cannibals up there.
then all of a sudden it escalates.
There is. That's the truth.
Jumpin' Gennaro, real quick. It's not going to be too quick.
You know what else is on Clinton Road? No.
What?
Whoa! Hey, you know how you call them people that the family sleep with each other? Those are the people that live up there. It's true.
Yeah, my hometown of Watertown, New York, Central Bridge.
What they're called, those people?
What are you talking
I
about?
don't even know
When
what
the
you're talking-
brother and the sisters and the mother.
Oh,
sisters.
inbreds.
Yeah, the
Inbreds.
inbred. There's a
Inbred.
lot. Back in the time when Clinton wrote the stories, a lot of inbred people lived up there. No
I
bullshit.
don't know what I
You
know, but
laugh, but it's the truth. I expand and shit on that road.
Dude, I think
But,
you're getting,
no.
I think you're getting mixed up with your chickens.
A lot of inbred, supposedly a lot of cannibalism.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we're doing it in the woods.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Hey, Rich Crico, do you know what Atso means?
No bullshit.
How about it?
Hey, wait,
Do you
check him-
speak Italian, Rich?
Wait a minute, let me ask you, do you know what Atso means? Okay, that's a moment to say Atso!
Atso!
No, Atso,
Odso. Well, let's go back now to where it started with 21 Jump Street. That was really like where we, at that time, we were about the same age and we were growing up, dressing up kind of like you guys were on the show. We would walk around with our hair done like you did, and or Johnny Depp did. And like now, how was that? How did that all get started? And then was it a lot of fun?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun on that. I came out to LA just to visit out here, and I'm booking a gig the day I got off the plane out here. Just booked another one. Regular.
Italian coordinator.
You had an audition for Booker? You had an audition for Booker? Even though you played Booker on 21 Jump Street, you still had an audition for it?
No, I auditioned for 21 Jump Street.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. All right. I got confused. I'm thinking about the show Booker. That got me. I was like, whoa.
And then came down to 3 guys at the end, and I ended up getting it. And part of the studio for one episode had no idea that it would just take off like it did.
Yeah, you went on 21 Jump Street went for quite a while. And then now you were the only one that got a spinoff, which was Booker. Now that we're on that. What happened with that? Did you like doing it by yourself?
Yeah, I did. I like the crossover stuff. I did a couple times with Peter, Steven. That was fun. I think that character, because he was IA, lended himself to a spinoff. And he was always the outsider of the group anyway, so he was the antagonist or what have you. And so it was a lot of fun. I mean, I pushed really hard to get a Harley on it,
Can't hear him out there.
Good stuff.
Hey Richard, this is Jerry Castaldo. Hi Richard, this is Jerry Castaldo from Brooklyn, New York. I just had a question for you. When you were playing football, lacrosse, and hockey, were you actively scouted at that time, or did you have your eye on a career in professional sports before all this happened for you? The trip to New York to elite modeling, that seems to be the catalyst that thrust you into show business. But were you looking at a sports career? What position? Oh, it was you.
Wow.
So was that the strongest? That.
47 goals, 8 assists. I was a puck out. But that was only probably 32 games.
But how did your family feel about, you know, the transition? I mean, did they say, well,
I thought I was a dumbass.
no, because I remember that time. Are we talking about the early '80s as far as the Elite and Zoli and Wilhelmina? Those,
Yeah, 85.
because I think I was thrown out of Elite about 1984. They threw me out of that building, and then I went over to Zoli and Wilhelmina. I did a little print.
Yeah, I know that.
You remember Zoli on the '60s? Did you do?
Oscar? You were Oscar the Elite?
I do remember Oscar. Yes, I do. But
Oscar, right?
yeah, but I didn't work a lot. I did a little print. But were you primarily print or runway or both?
Both. I went to Europe, I went to Italy, Paris. I did a lot of, I didn't do much catalog because I wasn't a 40 regular, I was 42.
Right, I remember that. 40 regular you had to be. But I was just wondering, I mean, your father and mother must be saying, okay, now you've got options. You've got show business and you've got sports. And I was just curious which way they were pushing you.
Well, both of them, I think, in the beginning, I threw away a scholarship, national credit.
Wow.
That in itself, for your mom and dad, you're throwing away a whole ride.
Yikes.
So he could go into model and act, and then he could have really told me to go back up to Canada to play hockey, to get called to go there again to play hockey. But I ended up staying in New York and stayed there for 2 years.
And you kept your teeth.
Lived in 75 different places, bartended at the Palladium.
The Palladium on 14th Street, you were a bartender?
Wow.
I remember.
I lived on 14th Street right in Stuyvesant Town, and I remember when it opened. You were actually a bartender there?
Yeah, I was one of the original bartenders there.
Wow. The
Wow.
Seckendorf Towers was right across the street. I remember they were building it. Wow. But listen, congratulations, because I think you made the right choice, and I think your family would agree.
Thank you.
All right, we got a special shout out for you here.
Hi, Ricky, it's Annette.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. My girlfriend Lisa, who does my hair, today I went and got my hair done. She gave me a picture of you and her back in the 90s at the Tavern on the Green. So I'm going to email it to you.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, she said it was back in the 90s, and you were really nice, and you took a picture with her, and she wants to know, she's still waiting for you.
Lots of luck.
Thank you so much for calling in and talking to the guys.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Also, we want to thank Jerry the plumber, who did come up to you at Chiller and ask you to call in the show. He couldn't be here tonight because his daughter's getting is graduating, and it's that time of the year, so he had to cancel for tonight. But he did want us to tell you hello and thank you also for calling in. He was a little nervous when he came up to you, told me so.
Yeah, he was.
So this is Jumpin' Gennaro, Jumpin' Gennaro here again, Rich Grieco. So I have a question. So in music, who is your inspiration? Who is your inspiration as an actor, and who is your inspiration as a painter?
I think in music, I go back to Skinner.
Wow.
Beatles, Zeppelin.
Nice.
Legends.
Even some Kiss stuff, some of their ballad stuff. Marshall Tucker Band. I think ELO, Boston.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
then later, like Nirvana, Pearl Jam.
Nice. Pearl Jam.
The older, like Hendrix and
What's the song that you sang over and over again though? Like everybody has a song.
One that sticks in your head the most.
Sticks in your head, and that you like jumping on your bed as a kid singing.
Oh, as far as the older artists?
Yeah, one artist.
I think Sweet Home Alabama.
Nice.
Oh,
That was
wow.
nice.
Yeah. That's good stuff. So as an actor now, so who's your
I always have an affinity for. There's actually three. There's actually four. There's Chaplin, James Dean, Montgomery Clift, and Brando.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
It's all top of the line, yeah.
Techno legends, yeah. No question.
So,
Well, you channeling, yeah, you channeling with the greats. Inevitably, it's going to inspire you to be great.
How about painting? Was there someone that inspired you through that?
Painting.
I mean, you mentioned painting. I didn't really know much about politics and doing Kaczynski at all. I knew more about Renee, Matisse, all those guys.
How about Basquiat? Because he was around the time you were at the Palladium.
Yeah, of course. His style was so ahead of its time. Because back then, it was looked at as like, how you doing?
But do you remember that his studio was not far from the Palladium, right there in Alphabet City, when he was found dead? Sadly, of
I used to hang out with him. He died in 1988.
oh right, that's '88, right?
And I was at the Palladium in 80, when it first opened, 84,
84.
whatever that was.
Oh, so you did know him then?
Andy Warhol, Basquiat,
Wow.
Wow.
Eddie Warhol.
Jones, David Bowie, Mick Jagger. I used to work with Michael Tiger for people about Ian Schrader. Kind of like took me under the wing.
Wow.
Never cheated or never stole money.
Right.
So I worked the Michael Tiger and took care of things for them.
Yeah, it was really shocking when Basquiat passed, and I'm sure you saw the film they did on him then, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was sadly wonderful. It was just a tragic story. My buddy Chris Cornell, I mean, that was another one.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. That's
Hey, Rich, are you working on any new movies or any new TV stuff?
Right now, we're working on it. I got Jiggle. You know, I created an executive produced Jiggle on Showtime.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Awesome.
All right, cool. We'll check that out.
My show, we're looking at a 17 season. I might shoot it down. Right now, it's called Jiggle. It's been on for 6 seasons now. It's a hit on Showtime. That's
What-
Jiggle is down under, kind of playing over, you know.
Is it present time? It takes place in present time?
And we're working on Men of Violence right now, which is with investors. And Strawman, Fifth Row.
You're doing a lot.
I've been producing a lot. I mean,
Wow.
produced a bunch of those in the past 5 years, 4 years.
Wow.
And also directed.
And in New York, it's a lot of it. You said a lot of it's in New York now, right?
Yeah, it's ironic. I mean, a lot of it's back in New York, but the fifth borough is in New York. Men of Violence will be half in New York, half Toronto.
Right.
Clinton Row will be. Strawman takes place in New York. So yeah, always things take place in New York.
Well, Rich,
Fine with me.
we want to thank you so much for calling in the show. You're always going to be a friend of ours. Whenever you want to promote something, whenever you want us to get the word out, whenever you're doing an event nearby, we would like to come and support it. And you're always your family now, and we really want to thank you so much for taking your time out and giving us a call and giving us this interview. And all I can tell you is I want to mention your web pages, and you go to richardgreco-official.com, grecoart.com, and Richard Greco on IMDb. Check him out on all the stuff that he's doing, and just let us know.
Tell him just to email everything to me and we'll
Yeah,
put it
just
out.
email everything to Annette. Every time you want us to promote, our audience is getting bigger and bigger as we go. And hopefully one day when you're in town, we'd like to bring you in the studio and hang out for a bite to eat.
That'd be great. Love it.
Thank you so much,
You got-
Richard.
This is Jumpin' Gennaro. You got family in Jersey too, not just New York. Don't forget about that.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Richard
take
Greco,
care.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless. All right, well, this is the Wiseguyz Show. That was Richard Grieco. We're going to go to break, and we're going to be back with my three sons, Stanley Livingston, another big-time TV show host, guest, actor. And this is ddvradio.com, DDV Radio on TuneIn, Armed Forces Radio Network, Village Connection Radio Network, City World Radio Network. The Wiseguyz Show Memorial Day special will be back right after these messages.
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, because when you
New
can't hear
Jersey,
them,
featuring
every
one-on-one
little noise
care.
cracks
Bella
them
Physical
out.
Therapy can help treat your orthopedic and sports injuries, chronic pain, men's health conditions, and women's health conditions. Also treating headaches and tinnitus and vestibular disorders. It's easy to set up an appointment. Visit www.bella-pt.com or call 201-791-0008. That's 201-791-0008.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could
Stop living in pain. Start the road to recovery. Call Bella Physical Therapy today. Tri-State Health and Wellness. If you're searching for a doctor who truly cares about your health and well-being, contact Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness. Dr.
Wait, Princess.
specializes in treating law enforcement professionals and their families, and features special hours to accommodate different work shifts. All necessary testing can be performed in their friendly and comfortable environment. Contact Tri-State Health and Wellness, located in Fairwell, New Jersey. Call 201-791-7771. That's 201-791-7771. Wayne Ford. If you are looking for a certified used or new vehicle, look no further. Visit Wayne Ford, New Jersey's law enforcement preferred dealer, featuring the largest inventory of pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Wayne Ford has been proudly serving the community for over 50 years. Conveniently located 1/4 mile from the Willowbrook Mall on Route 46 in Wayne, New Jersey, contact Wayne Ford today. Toll free 888-349-6857. That's 888-349-6857. Kale Orthopedic Center, featuring high-performance care for bodies in motion. Kale Orthopedic is proud to provide comprehensive orthopedic care for New Jersey's finest. Every day you put your body at risk, and Kale Orthopedic is here to help you. Contact Kale Orthopedic at 201-447-3880. That's 201-447-3880. Kale Orthopedic. High-performance care for bodies in motion. If you're tired of sleeping alone each night, contact Dr. Doblin of At Home Sleep Solutions. Dr. Doblin is New Jersey's law enforcement professional's preferred sleep apnea doctor. With the use of a custom-fitted oral device, you can now look forward to a restful night's sleep. Contact Dr. Doblin, featuring 2 convenient locations in Fairlawn and Trenton, New Jersey. Call 201-396-9338 or visit athomesleepsolutions.com. City Health Pharmacy, located at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey. Come and experience why thousands of your neighbors choose City Health Pharmacy each and every month. City Health Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the men and women of New Jersey law enforcement, their families, and friends. Visit City Health Pharmacy today at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey.
No, you have like 2 minutes.
862-772-0442. That's 862-772-0442. When shopping for a new vehicle, look no further than Lester Glenn Auto Group. Why Lester Glenn? Because there's no middleman and no bait and switch tactics. Just supplier pricing for all police, EMTs, military, firefighters, nurses, and teachers. Active or retired with proper ID. Contact John Stetz today at Lester Glenn Auto Group. 732-228-1338. That number again, 732-228-1338. John Stetz at Lester Glenn Auto Group, a proud sponsor of Blue World Uncensored and NJ Blue Now. If you're looking for the widest variety of programming, diverse, uncensored, opinionated, you found it. DDVRadio.com is the place to be, with programs such as Uncle Floyd Radio, The Wiseguyz Show, Curtain Call, and Blue World Uncensored. DDVRadio.com, the preferred radio network of NJ Blue Now.
Hey, Freddie, the intro's playing.
Intro!
Let's go! And then, does Jose have the Stan Livingston number?
No, I don't.
Okay, she's ready to do it now.
Hey!
I remember
Stanley on the phone?
No, she's still got to give him the number.
I just
Still got
want
to
you
do
a
a
few
special
minutes.
notes anyway, so don't worry about it.
No,
Oh,
We should have like some
Jerry, this is the latest version of the Jersey Firefighters newspaper. I'm the editor-in-chief.
Oh, wow.
This whole studio does all the newspapers and magazines for the police and fire department. They do Connecticut and New York also. Huh? I got one out there for you. I'm the editor-in-chief. Frank just put them in. Frank just put a business card ads are only $80, and it gets shipped out to every firehouse from Tom's River all the way north.
Let me guess. Because you were a
Trying to
fireman.
get it into more to pay departments and sell.
You're involved because you were a fireman. You're involved because you were a fireman.
He's on the phone already?
I'm dialing right now. I'm telling you to come back.
Yeah, don't worry. Give me like. All right, we're back here on the Wiseguyz Show. You just heard Richard Grieco, everybody. Oh, what a great interview that was. On the phone right now is our next guest, who was another television heartthrob back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. He is a new friend of the show, and we want to thank Stephen Joyner for making this happen. He is best known for playing Richard Chip Douglas in the series My Three Sons, in the long-running television series My Three Sons. We want to welcome our new friend of the show and now family of the show, Stanley Livingston, everybody.
All right.
Stanley! How's everything? Good, good. Were you in LA? Oh, there you go. That's the problem. I can't hear you, and then now it's like a little. Gotcha. All right, you there?
I'm here.
There you go. See, that I got a connection problem with my headphones. That's why I'm having trouble hearing. No wonder. All right. Well, we want to thank you for calling in to the Wiseguyz Show, and we'll get started right off the bat. My Three Sons. You and Fred McMurray were the only two actors on the show that went throughout the entire series from the start to the end, where other people were going in and out, changing characters. Now, did you have a good relationship with Fred McMurray?
Oh, yeah. That was great. You know, when I was young, he was very gentle.
It should be warm before.
As an actor, and, you know, I didn't realize when I was 9 years old my career. But became an adult and kind of got more with acting career. Totally amazing.
Well, we want to welcome you.
Stars, I guess, of that caliber. What's that?
No, we want to welcome you to the Wiseguyz Show. We're here in the studio with Jumpin' Gennaro, Pete the Chicken Man from Alcatraz, Anton the Source, and our in-studio guest of the evening is Jerry Castaldo, entertainer and performer throughout the whole state of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. He's all over the place. We want to just let you know who's in the room with us, and anybody's going to jump in and whenever have questions to ask you. Well, I have another question to ask you, though, real quick. Yeah. You worked with, I'm trying to think of his name. I wrote it down somewhere. He played Uncle Charlie he was the first Uncle Charlie.
No, that was Uncle. No, that was Uncle Charlie.
No, that was Bub.
Bub. Fred Mertz.
Fred Mertz. That's what I know him as.
William Forley is the real name. Charlie? That's an old timer. He was born in like 1882.
But he was on before. Was that episode before? Was the My Three Sons before I Love Lucy, or after I Love Lucy?
My Three Sons.
No, I love Lucy. Yeah,
He.
we did the pilot.
Okay. Gotcha.
Stanley, Anton the Source here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe My Three Sons ran from what, 1960 to 1971?
Well, actually, here's 72.
72.
Wow.
Right behind Archie and Harry, where I got my first release.
Now, you practically grew up on the show. You were, what, 9 years old? And towards the end of the last season, you were getting married.
Yeah, literally, my first dog
That's a question for him from a guest.
So,
I think everybody has felt that there at one point was obviously Davey, but Larry's character Steve, and then Darla, and then finally I got married, and we got about a family,
What was the story in the beginning why William Frawley got written off for Bill Demarest? Was that like a contract issue, or it was just a change of characters?
No, you're saying you're born in 1882. Yeah, by that point, you're already pretty well out there. Started having medical problems, heart problems. When you're doing a TV series every year before we start filming, we all had a physical to make sure we survived. I was young, 9 years old, so I was having
Yeah, when you.
within that character because we didn't shoot testimony, we shot in order, a day, we shoot 3 or 4 different shows. So they decided, you know, we might not Charlie character that remembers probably for the last of his years in the show.
When you hear stories about Bill Frawley, he used to be like a, pretty much like a party guy on the I Love Lucy set. Was he like that with My Three Sons, or he was just like a normal, calm guy?
he was a,
So it made it a lot of fun. I don't know people. They were simply, Demer was probably, one of the biggest stars in the movie, just the second character actor. So he had a legacy behind him, and he might be said like that, like he was working for us, I'm sure he films before that. But yeah, he is a different age. He was a guy, while they were, hey, let's try to go get drunk.
He seemed to be that kind of guy, yeah.
this is Jumpin' Gennaro. Yeah, he was obviously he did quite a bit of theater. So and you can see his amazing skill on set. Even when he was on I Love Lucy, he was a perfect complement to the rest of the cast. Well, now back to you. Yeah, back to you now. So you said you were 9 years old. If you don't mind me asking, how many siblings did you have at that time, and what did it mean? First of all, the first question was, how many siblings did you have at that time?
Are you talking about in my real family?
In your real family, yes.
In real family. Well, I have my brother there.
He played Ernie in
Right, he played Ernie.
Yeah.
Yeah, your real life brother played your adopted brother on the show.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's no negatives in the show.
So the.
About that time, and what had happened is, Tim Considine, you might remember, they did have a show on TV that come out, the Deer Club, Marty, the Hardy Boys, Tim had done a number of movies, he was in the Shaggy Dog.
Was there? Yeah, this is Jumpin' Gennaro again. Yeah. Do you have a long history in your family of showbiz? yourself?
Only kind of like loosely. My parents moved to California in 1940 from Baltimore, where my dad worked at theater. Actually burlesque.
Wow.
And during the daytime, he would operate as a movie theater, but at night, and he wasn't interested. He didn't have his career, so they sold the theaters in 1948. Moved my mom to California, and I came along in 1950, and they stayed here.
Hi, Stanley.
A matter of being at the right place. That age, we lived right in Hollywood.
That's,
There was a good chance I was going to get in.
well, that's right.
Hi, Stanley. This is Jerry Castaldo. I'm a local entertainer here in New York City.
He's our in-studio guest.
Thank you. And first off, I want to say I am a big fan. I always watched, and congratulations on all of your success. And my question is, have you as an adult spent much time on modern studio sets, sitcom sets? And if so, how much different are they from the days when you were doing that show? I mean, I would imagine that it's like night and day.
Yeah, the crews are completely different. The money involved in producing TV is really bad for stars and stuff like that. I mean, it's a measure of the time. But, it's a different thing. I mean, it's how these places what people are interested in. My research is a product really of the business, more so than that age of innocence. Characters didn't have the kind of problems.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was just curious. So, how about producing and directing, or other aspects of the business now?
Yeah, I mean, I decided early on, even when I was about 15, I was going to start doing it on the other side of the camera. And I formed a production company with a guy, started doing video, commercials, industrial film, corporate stuff. Things just to get work and keep well. On the other side of the camera. And that's a great place to learn all of that. Because most of our students, full-timers, cinematographer, and won an Academy Award, editing guys, same thing. So they were all kind of part of their career. If you were interested, they were more than happy to impart their knowledge and their expertise. And I was really impressed.
Wow, sounds like a really great and it sounds like a great, fulfilling career. So once again, congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Hey Stanley, you had the opportunity to work with at the time an unknown child star. Of course, I'm talking about the late Erin Moran. She was played Joni on Happy Days. She was a guest star on the show. We know she passed away recently.
Yeah. Well, I have to clarify that because I didn't work with her. She was probably about 10, 12 years in. My guess is she was on the show, and I bet she was the first.
Oh, okay.
That's correct.
She came on the show when President Murray got married to Lily College, the package.
Yeah, I believe that. She was like in the later seasons.
Yeah, she was much older.
Very tall.
There are a lot of people. That's one of the amazing things about that show. You go on the internet and type in My Three Sons and find where they have the list of shows, the titles of all the different episodes.
Stan.
They also have a list of the cast. And some of the people that these two My Three Sons are amazing. That started their career. Mark Sheen, Bridges,
Yeah.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Tons of people. And then a lot of old movie stars.
Who is it bad about?
Stan, go ahead.
Stan, we got a fan here wants to ask you a question. You ready, Stan? This is the Chicken Man. You ready? And so this is what he writes.
Reads,
right. Stanley, between 9 and 21 years old, did Fred McMurray, who played Steve Douglas, offer you the best advice on My Three Sons? With a no. Earth is calling. What happened? Yeah.
Well, that was the question. Was there any
Did
time?
he offer you the best advice for My Three Sons?
Yeah, probably get out of trouble.
Yeah, that's a weird question. No, that's an odd question. To ask that, he must have read something somewhere where he saw maybe an interview by you.
Do you even know who Fred McMurray is? Now?
He was the father on My Three Sons.
I knew that.
Wait, Stan, this isn't it. I think the person that wrote this wanted to know, since you were a kid on the show and your father was, I guess, McMurray, whatever.
McMurray, whatever.
I guess he wanted to know, because you were the son, did the father give you good advice? I guess when you're on the show playing the son.
Hello, Earth is calling.
Yeah, that's an odd question. I can't understand someone asking that kind of question. The question pretty much reads, this is one of our members and fans from that listens to the show. I have a question for Stanley. This is exactly how he writes it. Stanley, between 9 and 21 years old, did Fred McMurray, who played Steve Douglas, offer you the best advice on My Three Sons? That was the question.
And was he cranky?
Now you know the mentality of some of the guests and members and fans that we have of this show.
Stanley, was Fred McMurray a cranky guy?
No, we look. No, he wasn't a cranky guy.
Be like, the only way I can put it in this framework today is like Tom Cruise saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to put you in a movie star and I'm going to that's not one of the people. And I don't know Tom Cruise do it. I have no idea. But no, Tom Cruise, keep it going. I never saw him argue with anybody. I never heard his voice. I never saw him have a meltdown on the set. That happens a lot on TV shows. The stars go crazy or the co-stars.
Well, he seemed to be the character that he was in real life. That's what he seemed to be.
He really was. He really was. Very nice when you saw him. He was not an obligation. Reported to be one of the richest guys in Hollywood. He was so finance. He was around that lunch that his wife, Jane Haber, who was formerly a movie star, made for him every day. Not to say that he was a recluse, but he would go back to his trailer a lot. Sometimes he would go to lunch with us, sometimes he'd be out, we'd hang out and talk. Being a movie star, that was ordinary guy.
How was your experience of going from My Three Sons to being in Attack of the 60-Foot Centerfold?
Well, that I was doing a thing. Director that, Fred over there. I think it happened. Do the part, and yeah, I'll win it. And
The Attack of the 50-Foot Centerfold.
So anyway, yeah, that's how I ended up there. I went over, picked up the script, and went to work about midnight. And shot for like 3 days on the film. But, yeah, nobody was 60 feet tall. In fact, the girl said 60-foot centerfold. I'm not sure she was 5 feet tall.
Jumpin' Gennaro here. I have a question. So out of your, wonderful career, tell me the highlight moment of your life where you just felt like, you know what, I'm feeling really good about this, and this is really special. What is that moment? What time was that in your life where you felt like, you feel like you're on top of the world?
I hate to disappoint you. When you're an actor, you hardly ever have that kind of moment because the way it works, you're doing a job. You're thankful for your job. And maybe that's the moment that you're the most elated when you find out you're hired. But every time you're hired, you're honored by the feeling that, either 2 days from now when the job is over, or 2 weeks from now, or 3 months from now, you're going to be out of work and never work again. Every job is your last job.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a moment where you just, there's got to be a moment where you just felt, really good about, the moment. We're talking about the moment.
You know what? You probably have those moments, but they're far between. And you usually have them long after the event. That's my experience. When you're doing it, when you're there, you're just doing the work. You're not thinking, wow, how cool this is, or whatever. You're just there doing it.
Right.
And, when my three sons went out here after 12 years, it's not that I didn't like my three sons. I wanted to see what else life had to offer for me and other work. And it was only really when my three sons kind of came back on Nick at Night in 1985, they started showing the old black and white shows.
Yeah.
Which hadn't been seen since the early 60s, because most of them weren't even shown at that time. But it was at that point where, we started to expand and go out and literally go crazy all over again. You realize how much the show meant to people. And being guys that did the job, you don't have a sense of that when you're doing it. So only afterwards,
And you got a chance to talk. Right, you got a chance to talk to the Wiseguyz on the Wiseguyz show.
Let me ask you, Stanley. Stanley, let me ask you: do you see a future of TV sitcoms, or do you see it all ending, or do you see a comeback?
Well, I think they're there. They're just kind of in a, depends what kind of humor. I mean, there's so many types of humor. We're going to have Three Stooge humor, or more sophisticated humor, or less sophisticated humor. I mean, you look at a show like Seinfeld. I mean, that was way funnier than Seinfeld, but it's a different brand of humor, the source of the humor. Or, if you watched the Bundys,
Married with Children.
Yeah, but it certainly wasn't Seinfeld. It definitely wasn't, had its own brand. Like, you look back at the Andy, or you look back at the Jackie Gleason show, The Honeymooners. Certain shows just, they touch a chord, and, all of a sudden you're a big hit, and everybody's watching it. They truly stand the test of time. I guess if I have to say one thing about my part of the childish stuff, is the fact that it was on the air in 1960, ran for 12 years, in prime time, and immediately accepted to when it was out here. It went on the networks on the daytime. For 12 or 15 years, it ran on daytime TV every day, sometimes twice a day. And then in 85 to 95, it was not at the time. 95 to 2005 on TV land, and then it's been on probably dozens on the network. And it's still playing. So I mean, it's a show that has been on the air literally 57 years without going off. Somewhere, someplace, even in a foreign country, it's still playing, and people still watching it, which is amazing to me. Because, as I was saying, you're the actor, and you just stop, finish filming the third season, you go, gee, I wonder if we're coming back for a fourth season. And that went on for 12 years. So, to make something that had an indefinite impression of that on stage, it sounded smart. And I just read someone coming back on TV again every day on TV. Somehow they finally got a contract to run color shows, black and white shows in 85, and Nick at Night happened. They finally got licensed to TV, so I think it's next month, or the 29th of this month. Somebody mentioned a date to me, but it's going back on TV full time again.
That's awesome.
Well, Stanley, we want to thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate you giving us your time. We wish you much success in all that you do. Is there any websites you would just like to promote before we let you go?
Well, we're looking for, I try and post stuff like this, and I ask staff to do about it, but I have a fan website, it's livingston.com, and you can check the people essentially. What I'm doing in the production company website called First Team Productions, and find out what I'm doing on the other side.
All right. Thank you so much, Stanley. And we want to thank Steve Joyner for letting it happen. Whenever you're in town, stop and visit us here on the Wiseguyz Show. We're in Jersey, and we'll work out something maybe through Steve Joyner in the future, all right?
That would be great.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Thank you so much.
Hang out with us.
We'll stay in contact with you through email. Thank you so much, Stanley. All right. This is the Wiseguyz Show. We're going to be back with Jerry Castaldo and talk about what he's got coming up. This is the Wiseguyz Show on DDBRadio.com, DDB Radio, TuneIn, Village Connection Radio, City World Radio, and Armed Forces Radio Network. Happy Memorial Day. We'll be back after these messages.
Now.
Group shot.
Jersey.
Group shot.
That's what you want.
I know, but we got the engineer cut me off pretty
Orthopedic
soon.
and sports injuries, chronic pain, men's health conditions, and women's health conditions.
Rolling on the river. What did you say, Jose?
It's easy to set up.
What am I saying?
Visit
Is it still rolling?
Yeah, it's still on.
You gotta watch what you say. Come on, let's go. Group shot.
0008. That's 201-791-0008. You owe it to yourself to stop living in pain. Start the road to recovery. Call Bella Physical Therapy today. Tri-State Health and Wellness. If you're searching for a doctor who truly cares about your health and well-being, contact Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness. Dr. Alex specializes in treating law enforcement professionals and their families and features special hours to accommodate different work shifts. All necessary testing can be performed in their friendly and comfortable environment. Contact Tri-State Health and Wellness. Located in Fairwell, New Jersey. Call 201-791-7771. That's 201-791-7771. Wayne Ford. If you are looking for a certified used or new vehicle, look no further. Visit Wayne Ford, New Jersey's law enforcement preferred dealer, featuring the largest inventory of pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Wayne Ford has been proudly serving the community for over 50 years. Conveniently located 1/4 mile from the Willowbrook Mall on Route 46 in Wayne, New Jersey, contact Wayne Ford today. Toll free 888-349-6857. That's 888-349-6857. Kale Orthopedic Center, featuring high-performance care for bodies in motion. Kale Orthopedic is proud to provide comprehensive orthopedic care for New Jersey's finest. Every day you put your body at risk, and Kale Orthopedic is here to help you. Contact Kale Orthopedic at 201-447-3880. That's 201-447-3880. Kale Orthopedic, high-performance care for bodies in motion. If you're tired of sleeping alone each night, contact Dr. Doblin of At Home Sleep Solutions. Dr. Doblin is New Jersey's law enforcement professionals' preferred sleep apnea doctor. With the use of a custom-fitted oral device, you can now look forward to a restful night's sleep. Contact Dr. Doblin, featuring 2 convenient locations in Fairlawn and Trenton, New Jersey. Call 201-396-9338 or visit athomesleepsolutions.com. City Health Pharmacy, located at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey. Come and experience why thousands of your neighbors choose City Health Pharmacy each and every month. City Health Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the men and women of New Jersey law enforcement, their families, and friends. Visit City Health Pharmacy today at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey, or call 862-772-0442. That's 862-772-0442. When shopping for a new vehicle, look no further than Lester Glenn Auto Group. Why Lester Glenn? Because there's no middleman and no bait and switch tactics. Just supplier pricing for all police, EMTs, military, firefighters, nurses, and teachers. Active or retired with proper ID. Contact John Stetz today at Lester Glenn Auto Group, 732-228-1338. That number again, 732-228-1338. John Stetz at Lester Glenn Auto Group, a proud sponsor of Blue World Uncensored.
Let's get ready, let's go!
Now, if you're looking for the widest variety of programming, diverse, uncensored, opinionated, you found it. DDVRadio.com is the place to be, with programs such as Uncle Floyd Radio, The Wiseguyz Show, Curtain Call, and Blue World Uncensored. DDVRadio.com, the preferred radio network of NJ Blue Now.
Let's go, it's theme song.
I'm in Jane.
We ready? All right, final half hour, right? All right.
We got Francesca in the house too.
It's all you, Jer. This episode is all you to the close, all right? You got all your events ready to go, remember? Tell everybody where you're going to be, and then when we play, we'll try to make a few ourselves.
You're on. Say hi.
Yeah, we
Say
talk.
hi.
They're Freddie.
All right, welcome back to the Wiseguyz Show Memorial Day special. This show tonight's been brought to you by our sponsor, Home Security Consultant LLC. That's Sean Starry. He is the owner and consultant of Home Security, and he will make your home safe. Please give him a call at 815-238-3005. He is in Freeport, Illinois, and if he's too far, you give him a call and or contact him on his website at homesecurityconsultant.com. We did get him some bites, and listen, if you want your home to be secure, ain't nobody better than Sean Starry at Home Security Consultant LLC. Give him a call, 815-238-3005. And I just want to go over a few things real quick. We wanted to thank Richard Grieco and Stanley Livingston for giving us the time today for calling and giving us the time to do an interview with them. We got some stuff coming up. We got Animal House special on June 28th. We got the Jaws special coming up on June 14th. Eddie Deason, the nerd in Greece, coming on June 7th. Delia Shepard from Rocky, and she's a showgirl in Las Vegas, July 26th. Martha Smith Babs from Animal House, June 28th. Mark Metcalf, Nita Meyer, June 28th. And also check out Curtain Call with Steve Joyner Thursdays on ddvradio.com. A lot of good stuff. And we haven't confirmed the date yet, but Bowser from Sha-Na-Na will be coming on our show probably either in July or September. Stay tuned to our Facebook page. And we're still waiting for Levy Live. Bob Levy, the Reverend, will be coming doing his show on DDV Radio. Also on June 28th, Max Gale, DJ Detective Wojo Howitz from Barney Miller. And
next week,
Tina Jetter.
in-house.
And
Curly's grandson.
Curly from the Three Stooges' his grandson. I'm telling you, he looks just like him. I'm telling you, we're going to be promoting him coming up.
And Alan Grunner.
Alan who?
Alan, you know who he is.
I don't know who he is if you're telling me.
Alan Grunner.
Gunner.
Gunner.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
can't think of his last
better
name.
you didn't say who was coming on because you don't know who it is. It don't help me much. But we'll stay tuned to our Facebook page. But right now, our in-studio guest, we started the show with us. He helped us through the Grieco interview and the Livingston interview. We want to welcome back. He is a singer and he's a dancer and he makes you laugh. He dazzles on his guitar, and he's one of the best around entertainers, all around entertainers in New York City because of the New York Post. And he brings talent, enthusiasm, and energy to his work, the New York Times. Jerry Castaldo is our in-studio guest. Let's give him a round of applause. He is also a good friend of our great friend, the late Ronnie Giles. Jerry, welcome again to the Wiseguyz Show.
Thank you so much, Freddie and the guys. And I just want to say that I was very impressed with how much you guys got Richard Grieco and Stanley Livingston talking.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys are superstars.
I mean, it's a lot of fun, ain't it?
Well, they had to get these guys to call in and to speak. you know,
Very hard.
Glenn.
We want to thank our talent coordinator, Annette Siglia, for doing all the hard work. Rico actually called her up to confirm while she was driving home from work.
No, that's great, and Annette is the one that we were in contact on Facebook, and she had gotten my book, Brooklyn, New York, Rim Retrospective, and that's why I'm here. So thank you for having
Yes.
me in.
There's the book, a Grim
Thinking about the
Retrospective, Jerry Castaldo, a memoir. Check it out on Amazon. Go look for it. I can't wait to read it. There's a lot of books I got to read still. So
Number
when
one.
I go to Italy, I bring all the books with me. I read them all.
Number one, top rated, almost 3 years.
That's
Bios
right.
of entertainers on Amazon.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
was
the
real
gold
excited
medallion.
about that because the book came out actually about 5 years ago, but within the first 2 months there were over 100 5-star reviews on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and I was very encouraged because I actually, even though I'm an entertainer, I'm not, a star or name entertainer, so I was not sure.
Who told you that? The wise guys say he's a star
He's
tonight.
a top star. He was in a lot of
Well,
movies.
I mean, I do 300 shows a year, and that's been going on a couple of decades. I've opened for, recently Luke Christie, Michael Amante, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. And I've had some of my own compositions featured on the Howard Stern show when they interviewed me. And I'm real proud of the book because, it does chronicle my life growing up on the streets of Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. I wouldn't say it's a happy book, but at almost 500 5-star reviews on Amazon, it held the #1 spot in 4 different categories: bios of entertainers, substance abuse, and 2 other categories, self-help. And I'm real proud of that. And again, like I said, it's not a happy book, but it's ultimately a book of
Truth.
redemption. So, I know Annette had read some of the book, and I know you're celebrating a 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Fever coming
Yes,
up.
coming up because the source over here likes the big
Yeah,
thing.
well, I was just telling them before the show that one of my chapters in the book is about the filming of Saturday Night Fever, which took place right in my neighborhood of Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. And the film was actually based on my good friend Eugene Robinson, who was the original Tony Manero.
Oh, wow.
So we
See
used
that?
to,
Yeah.
at 15 years old, 16 years old, we're dressing in white 3-piece suits and heading to
And white shoes?
Yeah, black, white, blue, baby blue is the big color there in
Wow.
Bensonhurst. And we'd go there, and there was an article written in New York Magazine about Eugene and his friends. And,
Tribal Rights to the Saturday Night, right?
That's exactly
Right,
right.
okay.
Tribal Nights of the Saturday Night.
Nick Cohen.
That's right, Nick Cohen.
He's a
And
star.
Robert Stigwood, a producer for Paramount, read the article, decided it was a great starting point for a movie, and brought in John Travolta, Carolyn Gorney, and Donna Pescow. And they made this iconic film with this iconic Bee Gees soundtrack. And they had all of us work as extras on the dance floor during the filming of those scenes. And I know that Eugene probably deserved a little more money than Paramount had given him, because after all, it was his life story. But I think he came in at about $250,000, which is actually peanuts if you think about the success of that film. So that's just
a long
one of
time.
the, yeah, and that was one of the more happiest stories in the book, because again, the book chronicles my life from about 16 years old till I left that neighborhood to join the army, and I was in Europe for a couple of years to escape the gang violence and the stuff going on there. Drugs, violence, and a lot of bad stuff. And I just, I hope that when you read the book, maybe we'll talk about it at length sometime.
Absolutely,
There's
absolutely.
a lot to go through now. There's a chapter in there.
Well, we
about-
hope to see more of you. I hope this
Yeah.
isn't the last we see. Did we scare you away or something?
No, well, you might read the book and I might scare you
Oh,
away after
no,
you say we don't want
I
that guy in the first sentence of the first paragraph of the first chapter of the first page has me stabbing a drug dealer through an open car window. Well, he's actually trying to stab me. I'm belting him with a hammer in the face. But that's how the book starts.
Wow.
So,
Those were some times back in the day, huh? And especially in Brooklyn.
Well, look, I was a good kid. I was a nice kid. I'd get punched in the face. I'd try to hold the guy's arms. I wouldn't want to hit him back until it got to the point where I needed to defend myself. there was a heavy organized crime and mob
Yeah.
influence in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. So all of the kids were either sons, daughters, nephews, or grandchildren of those mob guys. So they looked up to their family. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to act out on the street. So I got smart real fast. I says, well, you know, I'm an altar boy, I'm a little leaguer. This is really nice being a nice kid, but I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm getting murdered, and I turned it around. But unfortunately fell into drugs because the drugs were the only thing that gave me the courage to go that route, because
Right.
it wasn't me.
Absolutely.
So I finally joined the Army, went over to Germany, but as the book states, once you're in that drug addiction and alcoholism, it's not so easy then to just stop. So I did have a lot of problems in Europe, and there were some quite interesting stories there. And then when I came back, I decided, you know, it was going to be show business full time. I hooked up with Jerry Seinfeld at the beginning when he first made his first Letterman appearance, and then Johnny Carson. And there's a whole chapter about Jerry Seinfeld and my experience together, which turned out badly. It was a falling out, and of course it was
Really?
all my fault.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't Jerry's fault. Of course, at the time, I blamed Jerry, as I say in the book, but as a drug addict and an alcoholic.
So you were friends with Jerry Seinfeld?
Well, I wouldn't call myself a friend. I mean, I worked with him. I opened for him at the old Carolines.
Oh, you were a
on,
stand-up comedian?
No, I opened for him as a singer. But,
Oh,
I mean,
oh.
I do. There's elements of comedy in my show. Today I did the Emerald Society down in Monroe Township, New Jersey, and I do jokes. I play guitar. I sing. But at that time, you know, I don't know. I just I latched on to somebody who I thought was going places, and sure enough, he was. But you know, he was straight-laced, and I was still struggling with the substance abuse, so that ended badly. But ultimately, like I said, the book is a story of redemption, and you know, it's a little scary at times, but I'm
Wow,
glad
I can't wait to read it. Really, it sounds very interesting.
Thanks.
So I come from an area in Newark, New Jersey. I mean, it's probably the closest thing to New York
Similar,
Times.
and yeah, you have an Italian section there.
Yeah, we used to. I mean, it's not. It's
Still.
very, very tiny now. It's but it's just like anything else. In time, everything changes. You know, it goes. People don't understand because we live our lives the way we do. But when we're gone, even the Spanish and black neighborhoods are going to probably change to another. Just cultural.
Just like
race.
Bensonhurst used to be all Italian, and I go back to Brooklyn now, and it's Chinese.
Right, it changes in time.
The
And
Russians were moving it, but you know, who am I to say, well, the Chinese and the Russians?
Right,
We were the
it's just-
Italians
right.
coming in, and Bay Ridge was Irish
Ridge.
and Chinese now, and that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, life changes, and listen, I tell people all the time, and people don't seem to understand because we're only going by what we witnessed in our lives, but go back 100 years, go back 200 years. Look at how life changed from then to now. Things are going to just change, and that's the way it is. We live our lives through what we witnessed through our lifetime, but it's not going to be the same when we're gone. It's just...
Yeah, and a lot of people, especially in the last few days, what happened over in Manchester. I mean, it's a weepy day for me yesterday. You know, it's sad, but you know, people say, well, things are getting worse. If you really go back in time, it's always been bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq.
Right.
It just
Never
never
ends.
stops.
Right.
So you know, it's
The
terrible.
Revolutionary War, the
It's just, yeah, I
you
don't.
know,
It's
the Crusades, you know, things. It's always like
It's
the
very
world
sad.
changes, and that's the way it is.
And that's why, you know, when I decided to get sober 27 years ago, at the end of the book, I walked into, you know, the 14th Street Workshop in Manhattan, right down the block from the Palladium. So Richard Grieco was bartending, and I was getting sober. But, you know, at that time, I said, I'm either going to die or I'm going to make a career as an entertainer. And there's not going to be any full-time job, or there's not going to be any part-time job. There's not going to be any girlfriend or wife that has money and that's going to support me. I'm going to do it on my own. And I went out and I started doing these senior centers and these retirement communities, nursing homes, and I was able to build this business into 300 shows a year, just about for 26 years in a row. And you know, once in a while, like I said, I opened for Lou Christie. I do the Villa Roma Resort up in Callicoon, New York, quite often. I've been there 9 times on the main stage in the last year. And you know, and then I do the smaller shows. I don't turn down work, so I gotta say I'm a happy guy. I work at my little music show. I have a 2,000 square foot audio and video recording studio in Lebanon, New Jersey, where I'm able to produce my own music videos and acting videos, and you know, with the sad times that we have, I'm very content to be out there trying to make people smile for an hour. If you can forget about what's going on, have a nice time, I'm great. You know, 2 shows tomorrow in New Jersey, 2 shows Friday, and that's my life. And I really appreciate you guys bringing me in here
Oh, definitely.
and let me talk about the book and my show.
Yeah, well, like, listen, we're gonna promote it for you when you leave in a few days and
I
in a week from
appreciate
now.
that.
And when we go
and
see
I thank
people-
you. I mean, you're a fireman for how long?
I retired. I've been 25 years. in
25
Newark.
years in Newark.
Yeah.
And now we know that Newark doesn't have many fires.
Not no more. They're all vacant lots now. But they're rebuilding. They're rebuilding.
But thank you for your service, because that's important work too.
Thank you
and
for
you
it.
got, and you got a good crew here. I mean, thank you so much. Again, as we said at the outset of this show, our good friend Ronnie Giles.
Yeah, man. I tell you, there's not a day that goes by when I even hear a name Ronnie or or just
Yeah.
a Vietnam veteran, because we had a lot in the fire department. It's just.
He told me about
It's
the show, and I wanted to
unbelievable.
come in. I just want to make one point that I'm real excited about a project I'm working on now. Jerry Fuller is an iconic songwriter, singer, producer. He wrote Traveling Man for Ricky Nelson. He wrote all of those songs, Over You, and just a slew of other songs. I'm really excited that his daughter, Anna Fuller, out in California, had recently given me a beautiful ballad that her father, Jerry, who's still alive and well at 82, gave me to record. So I'm in the midst of recording. If you could find it in your heart, this beautiful ballad, so well written, such a, just a poetic turn of words. This guy, I mean, I write songs. I've had my song featured on the Howard Stern show when they interviewed me, but this guy's a real writer. And I'm getting ready to record that song in July, and then I'm real excited about doing a music video in August. And Anna Fuller out there in California, if you can hear me now, I think I may deliver that DVD to you in person.
Nice.
So I'm really excited. I mean,
Bravo,
those-
bravo.
Yes.
Bravo. And when you finally get it recorded, we're gonna play that on the
Oh,
show.
definitely.
Thank you.
definitely. Listen, anytime you have an open invite to come into the show, anytime you want.
I appreciate
You give
it.
us a heads up, and then we'll promote stuff for you and talk about anything you're doing new.
Thank you.
And anytime you're doing an event that you want people to show up, let us know, because
Okay.
I mean, we have an open Facebook page for our members and our friends.
Would you perform that song on the show? Do you have people here performing that?
This
Well, we-
guy has been trying to get me to sing for the last 2
We
hours.
always have singers come in.
Well, we
Did you-
perform in the,
did
you can get your crew together and we could
How many
perform
bands
it
been
live
around
in the
to this
studio.
joint?
I'd rather hear your version of Malavemina, because you could probably do it so well because you could speak
See,
Italian.
this is how you do it.
cannot
Like,
do
you
it.
start off like this. Che bella cosa, una giornata al sole, un'aria serena dopo la tempesta.
Pass the olive oil.
Bell'aria fresca, pare c'è una festa. Che bella cosa, una giornata al sole.
No sole mio, stai imbrogliate,
See how easy
lo
it is? I can spread it, the olive oil.
lo sole mio, stai imbrogliate, stai imbrogliate.
Steine
Okay, I gotta go.
How about Tommy Walker, TK Walker? Did you ever perform with him?
Hey, wait a minute.
He
Tommy
was on
Walker.
our show just recently.
Tommy Walker performs up at the Villa Roma. I've
Yes,
seen his
yes,
name up
yes,
there. He's got
Tom.
red hair.
Well, yeah, he got all color here. He goes blonde, black. When he does Elvis, he's
I know his
he's
name.
a good friend of the show. He's performed twice. We promoted him a
Yeah,
lot.
never met him, but I've seen
Great
his name
guy,
on
great
the
guy.
calendar there.
He's all
Awesome
over the
guy.
place too. Him and Steve DePinto.
Dave
Dave
DePinto.
DePinto. They do all music and.
Yeah, I know they do a
They're
lot of the
Ace
senior
in a Hole
citizen
Productions.
Yes,
events, too.
yes,
I
absolutely.
think they have a company called
Yeah. Ace in a Hole
Ace in a Hole
Production.
Ace in the Hole
Yeah.
Productions.
But we have bands. Our official band, Graffiti Cannon. We've had American Nomads. We've had Bob Levy's son's band. I forget the name of their band.
Bob Levy, I know him
Yeah.
from the Stern Show.
Yes, yes. He's a good friend of ours, and he's a good friend of the show. We had his band, 5-piece band, come in here. They brought in all kinds of stuff.
Speaking of the Stern Show, I'm sure you're familiar with Marianne from Brooklyn.
That sounds
Stern.
familiar.
She's the whack packer.
Oh, yes. If you're a
She's
fan,
always
you got to be a fan of Stern down there.
So we did a song I had written called "When Did You Stop Loving Me." I featured her as my girlfriend in there. So she's if you're ever on YouTube and you Google Jerry Castaldo or look on YouTube, you'd see Marianne from Brooklyn doing her acting bit, and Ronnie Giles is in the background too.
Yeah.
See that?
Cool.
There you go. Yeah.
Jumpin' Gennaro and the Papa's Cash Quartet was in
And
the
that was
studio.
another band, yes. Well, I didn't mention them because they broke up, like the Beatles.
We're gonna break
We're hoping
up.
for them to come back.
We're gonna be back strong.
You coming back? Are you?
We're coming back. We're coming
Yes.
back next year.
Even his brother-in-law owns Blue Eyes in Hoboken. That's a nice venue for him to go play with once in a while.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
outdoors. You ever go
You
there?
got
No, I think I've heard of it though. Hoboken is a happening place.
Blue Eyes right in
Right on the
Sinatra
water.
Park, right on the
Yep.
waterfront.
Wow.
There's an amphitheater space just like a piazza in Italy. You can have
Is
jam
the Clan
outside.
Broth House still there?
This is the new Clan
Clan
Broth
Broth
House.
That's the one in Newark where
Neapolitan
one of the
style.
mobsters got killed. Was he a mobster? Man, Clan Broadhouse in Newark.
Jerry
No,
Castaldo.
Bartos you're thinking of.
No, Clan. I'm take too much time thinking of what.
Right. The show's almost
Happy
over.
times. Happy
There's a
times.
couple of
Happy
We
times.
got 9
There's
there's
minutes.
a couple of
Let's
assassinations
sit
in my
here
book.
and think. Earth calling Freddy.
But is your number still the same? If you want to book Jerry Castaldo,
It's,
1-800-66-JERRY. There you go. See that? Dolby sound.
Let's make a.
Also, wait, his email, jerrycast at
Well, yeah,
comcast.net.
JerryCastaldo.com, everything's there.
Oh, okay, jerrycastaldo.com. There you go.
We'll make it simple.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I get all this stuff out because
No, I
when
appreciate
people are listening and people have events all the time and they're always going to look for a singer and you're the perfect guy to go do a wedding. Or you do weddings?
I haven't done weddings since I'm a kid. I used to play
Oh.
guitar in some wedding bands, but that's more like a 4-hour event, and you need to really know what songs are on the radio at that time. They want to hear Katy Perry or the modern stuff. So my act is actually a 1-hour show that I do the solid gold hits of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And like I said, there's some comedy in there, a lot of audience participation. But yeah, I haven't done weddings in a long time.
Right, but you will do a wedding.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
played keyboard though, didn't you? Weren't you playing the keyboard when I saw you at Ronnie's thing?
No, I mean I
That was a
play.
guitar?
I did I played piano in a music video last year.
I could have sworn it was a keyboard.
I'm a
Why?
guitar player. I'm a lead guitar.
Oh,
Like
okay.
today, I'm ripping out Black Magic Woman for the Emerald Society. So, I mean, people that are in their 60s and 70s, they don't want to hear Frank Sinatra as much anymore. They want to hear 60s and 70s. So
I can't read
that's
this.
good for me.
That's it.
What does that say? Alan Duman. I mean, you would think you would print it, right? To read.
Next week, guest Tina Jeter, Jenner, Curly, grandson Brad, and Alan Gunn
Lindblom.
Limblom.
Yeah, Lindblom.
Yeah.
All right. But
Bloom the Blossom.
is there any events you'd like to let us know about that you're doing coming up?
Most of these parties that I'm doing are private events.
okay.
Like tomorrow, I'm doing something down in Neptune, and then running up to Mattawan for a big outdoor event. But we hear that there's going to be rain tomorrow, so
Yeah.
that'll be indoors. And then Friday, I'm doing the Actors Fund Home out in Englewood, New Jersey.
Okay.
They have me out there about 3-4 times a year, and that's real interesting because you run into these characters. I mean, the father from the Bill Cosby Show I did his birthday party a couple of months ago.
Awesome.
And the great guys, Larry Woodard, a very talented pianist and singer who's backed major stars. So I always love doing the Actors Fund Home, and that'll be Friday.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, we want to really thank you for coming into the studio. We hope you had a great time tonight.
did.
All
I
right.
did.
Don't forget to get
his
the book.
It's you do Facebook. You
Thanks,
do
Annette.
do
Thanks,
Facebook
guys.
Live. I'll do YouTube Live. Don't forget his book.
What are you doing?
Brooklyn, New York, a grim retrospective. Jerry Castaldo, a memoir. Check it out on Amazon. Go look for it. It was the #1 top-rated book almost 3 years in a row. You gotta go check it out. It's a great story.
In 4 categories, not on Amazon, but within
Oh, is
4.
it in 4 categories?
In other words, they have subcategories: bios of entertainers, substance abuse, and it was #1
There you
top
go.
rated for 3 years.
Check it out. I'm gonna read it, and so are you. We also want to thank Richard Grieco for coming, for calling in the show. Legendary actor, fashion mom. I'm telling you, the guy was did a great interview. We want to thank Stanley Livingston, Chip Douglas from the Mike Three Sons, and we also want to thank again our in-studio guest Jerry Castaldo for making this show a great show. We want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. We want everybody to drive and stay safe. It's going to be bad weather, so please do not drink and drive. And
Be responsible.
That's right. Don't be irresponsible like some people we know. And no, we want to wish everybody a happy and safe Memorial Day on behalf of the Wise Guy Show, ddvradio.com, and the Wise Guys. I love him, and a happy Memorial Day, everybody. This is the Wise Guy Show on ddvradio.com, DDV Radio on TuneIn, Armed Forces Radio Network, Village Connection, and City World Radio. We'll be back next week on the Wise Guy Show again. Have a safe, happy Memorial Day.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Oh,
Physical therapy.
what a show.
In Fairlawn, New
Thank
Jersey.
God.
That's one care.
The hardest part was
Physical
Richard
therapy
Grieco
can help treat
because
orthopedic
I was worried
and
about the
injuries,
interview.
chronic pain, men's health conditions, and women's health conditions. Also treating headaches and tinnitus and vestibular disorders. It's easy to set up an appointment. Visit www.gala-pt.com or call 201-791-0008. That's 201-791-0008. You owe it to yourself to stop living in pain. Start the road to recovery. Call Bella Physical Therapy today. Tri-State